On this week's Silver Screen Report, we're looking at the positive effects of inclusion, the negative effects of procrastination, and the profound effects of music.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, May 18th, and your Silver Screen Report starts now.
With the end of the year coming closer, the library is giving out free books to make room for next year's improvements. Here's Katie Rojas with more.
The library has set out an array of nonfiction books to recycle old material, encouraging students to read over the summer.
The books that are going to be available that are free are going to be in the back of the media center on tops of the shelves, and then I'll always pick some and put them out in the commons area on a table across from the cafeteria there.
Free books from the library, just can't get any better than that. We've got some books in the English department that I'll also put out for free outside of room 261 that week of exams. The students could come by and pick a book or two.
While summer reading is not required for all English classes, it is a helpful tool in learning and expanding knowledge.
Students sometimes want to stop everything in the summer and just relax, but summer reading is more than just a way to continue an educational experience. It's a way to keep your brain operating. It's a way to keep your mind stimulated.
Reading is such a versatile tool. It can help you learn, it can help you expand your mindset, it can help you academically or just in your personal life.
It's important to do your summer reading because if you don't read over the summer, the studies have been done and it shows that you lose some of the knowledge you gained the previous year.
The library is not only a place full of books, but can be utilized in numerous ways to benefit students in their high school career.
You need to read just because it helps to make you smarter. It's going to make you more successful in school, in any test you have to take, and also just in life in general.
I picked up psychology books because I'm really interested in psychology and I think it's very interesting.
If you are interested in the free library books, visit the back of the library or the table and locate it in the commons. This has been Katie Rojas with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is allocate, a verb meaning to distribute or set aside.
Last Thursday, orchestra students played together in their final performance. Kylie Fine has the story.
Last Thursday, the combined orchestra students performed their work with family and friends.
It involved all the orchestras here at Dutch Fork High School. We had a freshman orchestra, an advanced orchestra, and our masterclass orchestra.
It's been a lot of hard work. We put in a lot of practice, and I'm glad. I think it went pretty well.
Students enjoy the company and attention that performances can bring.
My favorite thing about orchestra and performing is that you get to meet a lot of new people.
It's just exciting playing your best. You know, you're dressed up all fancy, you get to see all your friends in the audience, your family's there.
This is Washington's final performance with the seniors that he has taught since their freshman year.
I've been here 4 years, and this group of kids, the seniors, are graduating with the first class that I taught, and it's kind of bittersweet because I'll miss seeing them, but I'm excited for them to go out into the real world and see what they'll accomplish.
This has been Kylie Fine with your Silver Screen Report.
Instead of their typical class, German students got a special treat earlier this week. Solomon Dix was there.
On Wednesday, German teacher Carla Fomer invited 2 professional dancers to show her class some moves.
I have arranged for 2 international competitive ballroom dancers to come and spend a block with my students. And they're going to demonstrate the waltz and the Viennese waltz, and then they're going to give them a dancing lesson. So at the end of the block today, hopefully my students will have an idea about how to dance waltz and Viennese waltz.
Columbia, we have a dance studio, Elite Ballroom Academy, and your school asked us for a demonstration, for a lesson, Viennese waltz. That's what we do today, and it was very fun.
I spoke with Ms. Fulmer about her German class, and we came to do a demonstration and a lecture on Viennese waltz because Vienna and Austria and Germany, they have the history, so we came to do a little bit of Viennese waltz for the class and to teach them how to dance a little bit.
Her class enjoyed the surprise because it's not the usual.
It's really fun. is something new, like learning the culture and stuff like that. So yeah, it's interesting. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm not really a big dancer, but you know, it was fun getting to, do something new, and just learning something new was fun.
If you've ever seen someone do the Viennese waltz, it's fast and it's elegant and it's beautiful, and it's very, very German, or very, very Germanic culture anyway. And I just wanted my students to have some exposure to that.
Dance can be a freeing experience and an escape for many.
In Charleston, I taught ballroom dancing in the evenings and during the summers. And I really love ballroom dancing. It's so much fun. There's so many things that you can do with it.
I love dancing. It makes me feel like I can get out of my world for a while.
All the time that we don't spend dancing is time that we lose. I think that is there is no people that dance when he's upset or when he's not, I don't know, like, dance is something that makes us happy even when we are not, because at least when the music starts, it's better you change your mood. So I think that is something so beautiful that everybody has to try to do it.
This has been Solomon Dix with your Silver Screen Report.
It's getting closer to the end of the year, and many students have let their grades slip. However, it's important not to put things off, especially at this time of year.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students about their procrastination habits.
Ways that I procrastinate is that sometimes I put off the work I'm supposed to do, and I try focusing on other things that I'm not supposed to do.
Well, I usually start off studying, and then I end up watching Netflix, and then I actually probably start the assignment at like 11:30 at night.
Sadly, I procrastinate by just keep pushing stuff off. I usually just keep pushing stuff off and convincing myself I'm not going to fail.
I usually just spend my time watching YouTube videos or RuPaul's Drag Race or TV or eat a lot of food.
As a school community, it's important that we include everyone as isolation and loneliness continue to be a growing issue. I investigated the situation.
As students learn and grow in school, they also learn and grow as people, and while growing as a person, differences can lead to isolation and loneliness.
Quicks are just sort of a natural process where people are social beings, and we try to find others that we feel kinship to, that we want to do things with. And it's not uncommon for that to happen. Unfortunately, when you get into areas like school, lots of different cliques, and it seems like some people are just included and are left out.
I think it's important for everybody to be included as a student body so that we can create a better sense of community and people can feel like school is a safe place for them to express who they are and just grow to their greatest potential.
Every person has a need to feel needed and included, and I think it starts at the very basic of creating the culture of kindness in the school. Having that culture where even students are walking down the hall just speaking to each other. Just be nice. Just, start off by speaking.
Fighting this common issue in schools is crucial because according to research, this loneliness can lead to other issues of social anxiety, depression, or even hoarding.
Sometimes we get comfortable with our groups and we don't think that we can branch out and get to know other people. you can grow as a person when you are exposed to many different cultures and beliefs. And the things that you may not understand, you have an opportunity to meet with other people and talk about your differences and just become stronger and smarter.
Can you imagine sitting down by yourself every day with no one to sit, no one to talk with? That's a very difficult situation to be in, especially when you look around and you see people laughing, that they're basically together. And too often we just don't tend to look at those students who are sitting on the periphery. But if you look at their faces, you can just see that they're not doing well. And that, as I mentioned earlier, we're all social beings, and that is how we learn. That is how we get our sense of who we are. And if we don't include other people, they're going to have that much harder time making it in this world and maybe even fitting in.
Our generation develops a sense of cliques and confinement, and you have to be a specific person, and we don't really look at differences as a good thing, and I feel like that develops the feeling that you have to isolate yourself if you're different than others and not express your individuality. And I feel like if we change our perspective to be more opening and welcome of those people, then progressively that'll make people want to express their differences.
We all have our differences as individuals, but at the end of the day, we're all people. We are all part of one cohesive society, and it is important that we embrace each other instead of separate each other.
If we don't feel good about ourselves, if we feel that by extending ourselves to somebody who we normally wouldn't sit with or talk with, well, we won't do that. But I think if we just look at it and realize, hey, we're all in this together. We're at school together. Let's pull each other up instead of drag each other down. I think that is what the world needs, to be honest, not only at this level, but certainly all the way up and down the lines. Less division, more inclusion.
I feel like we should grow more aware of isolation and look for those people who do seclude themselves from other people and try to include them and try to reach out to them in a specific way, because there's always a way that you can relate with other people, and just look for that connection and try to just create community here at Dutch Fork.
It's real easy to watch a video or have a Memorial Day, but to put this into practice day in, day out, that's the real trick. That's where you really can bring people together.
This has been Mia Perry with your Silver Screen Report.
And now for some announcements. Yearbook distribution is next Tuesday from 5 to 7 p.m. in the small gym. You must bring your ID, or send your ID, and a signed note with someone else to pick up your book. If you cannot attend distribution night, you have to wait until lunch on Friday, May 25th, to pick up your book. No books will be given out between these times. Current juniors should sign up now to have their senior yearbook pictures taken. Pictures will be taken in the auditorium June 6th and 7th from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. You may not miss an exam or class to take your picture. Go to seniors.legacystudios.com to reserve your time. Now here's Mia with more.
Thanks, Bailey. Please donate your empty book bags to the homeless. Beta Club will have collection boxes placed throughout the school. See Beta Club sponsor Kelly Payne for more information. Are you interested in scientific research? Want to travel from the Andes to the Amazon? Attend an informational meeting next Tuesday at 6 p.m. in the Media Center to learn more about this opportunity for Spring Break 2019. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week for our last show of the year.